Oops. Alright, well this is awkward to carry. Alrighty then. If you couldn't already tell from the thumbnail or the title, Hoverhearts actually sent me one of their mini bikes to test out a review for you guys. This is exactly how it came. As you can tell, made in China. And it says over here inside that the box weighs about 68, 78 pounds. I don't know, something around there. It's about a 68-pound mini bike, which is pretty light. So, gonna break this box open, give it a good little review for you guys, and give you my final thoughts at the end. If you hadn't seen the video, I actually did review one of the Coleman B200R mini bikes. That has a 200cc motor and only had a top speed of about 22. And they claim this has a top speed of 30 miles per hour. So I guess we'll see how fast it is and how good it really is. Further in the video, once I actually get this thing out to test it, I'll explain to you guys all the different specs of this mini bike and where you can buy it. There's also a nice discount code you can use to get 20 bucks off your order. Enough yapping though, let's break this box open. I'm excited to see what I got. Should probably just use some scissors. Here we are, got some scissors over the hacksaw or anything. I already ripped the tape open mostly, so it shouldn't be too much work to get it open. That was pretty easy. Let me show you guys what this looks like. Put the box back here. Ooh, damn. That's a nice red. Okay. Ooh. Oh, this is gonna be cool already. Oh yeah. That's pretty good. Some damaged packaging, but that's to expect when you're getting something from FedEx. Well, I guess pull this thing out of the box some more, huh? Dude, my camera, dude. Oh my god. What the heck? Oh, my camera broke! Ah, my tripod's broken. Alrighty, there we go. Fixed my my tripod. Joint popped off. Thought that thing was broken. Professional bicycle lights. It is right there. It's professional bicycle lights. I will say, this is the first brand I've ever seen that actually ships out oil for your mini bike. And they got a full toolkit and a manual in here with some zip ties. So, that's the first brand I've ever seen actually send oil out with their mini bikes. Oh, there we go. I don't need to ask for no help. Help is for losers. There we go. Damn, that thing looks pretty smooth. Huh. That thing looks pretty fun. Huh. Ooh. Yeah. Look at that red. Dude, that pops. You get a closer look at that. Holy, dude. This is what it looks like in the box underneath all the mini bike and stuff. That's the front wheel. So when you get it, the handlebars are off of it, and so is the front wheel. So pretty much just have to assemble the front wheel handlebars and that front light it came with right there. And yeah, I think that's about all the assembly there is to it. Well, let's get it assembled. If I can get the camera up. There we go. Hoverheart logo on there, if you can see that. You just peel that off. So I'll put that over there. And then this is the seat. Not a super big seat. Definitely could be bigger. But for a kid or a mini bike, that is perfect, dude. There's a miscellaneous lock washer sitting in the bottom of the box. That's not. Who knows where that goes? Guess we'll find out. Oh yeah, that smells like a mean tire right there. That's some good tread. Wow. Alrighty. Box might weigh the same as the mini bike. Here's a simple walk around before I get it together. So that's what you're looking at when you get it. hoverheart logo right here. Looks like it's made of thick plastic. Looks like. Here's the, damn, that's a big wrist sprocket for going 30. So rear disc brake, pretty beefy tires. That is the mechanism for the freaking throttle. That is not a very big fuel tank. Here we go, off-road adventure. Yes, sir. Now that is tough. Why would it focus? Because that's the only thing you want it to do on. There we go. So that's the information for the motor. 4-stroke, 1-cylinder, air-cooled, made in China. 99cc. Says you should replace the oil after the first 20 hours of use. And refer to the owner's manual for adding oil. I don't know what that is. Weird. Guessing that's... looks like the gasket for the carb between the cylinder and the carb. I don't know why it comes all the way down there, but if I don't have to touch it, it won't. All right, enough yapping. I'm gonna toss this dang thing together. Alrighty, looking over here, getting the handlebars on here. They're held on by 2 bolts. So they're held on by these clamps under right here. And underneath of them, there's a single bolt that comes out right here and right over here. And you use this lock washer and this nut. So those are the ones that were falling off in the box. Those are the ones I gotta put on there. So, pretty much just toss it on right under here. As you see, it's all wobbly, so torque that down good and tight. The nuts on the bottom of these handlebars are a size 14 millimeter. So I got one torqued down already. Just gonna get the one over here done. I'm just gonna torque these good and tight, which is just give it a good snug. So just give it a good, once you get some good resistance, just go like that. Handlebars are on. One thing you should always do when you're putting on axles that have no grease on them is grease them up. I'm using this Maximo Racing Oils waterproof grease here. You can get this at like a motocross shop, which is where I got this one. It'll keep your bearings in better condition and they'll even last longer. So remember, lube up the axle. On here they say to thread the nut onto the end and secure it using a 14 millimeter and a 17 millimeter wrench. So that is correct, that's the size I used. Remember, bolt, spacer, wheel, spacer, frame hole, and then you have the lock washer and the nut. So that's pretty much it for the front wheel. I already torqued that thing to crap. And there's 2 bolts to put the seat on underneath of it. All right, well, this is the headlight box. Open it to this. You got a cable here, which I'm guessing is plug it in somewhere or charge it. And this is the headlight that it comes with. I've heard that it's pretty bright, so let's see how bright that is. Here is, they actually give you the tools to put it on. And the mount. And I think that's everything in here. See, this right here is like a square kind of shape. And this has a groove down here. Under the light, you want to slide the light onto there. So that's how you get the light on the actual mount. It just slides on just like that. And then, I almost just dropped it. And then it comes with the screw that you just tighten down with your hand to hand tighten it. And then, take the Allen wrench that I just lost. How did it end up on the other side of the bike? Whatever, tighten it down. Like that. Alright, and that's headlight on. So with the light on here, it's a little wobbly. That's probably because I didn't put that rubber grommet in there. But I mean, that's a pretty bright light. Pretty much just charge it by plugging it in. And that's it for the light. Well, to put this thing together, they give you everything you could need. They literally give you a thing to take out the spark plug. They give you a spare spacer and nut for the axles. They give you zip ties. They give you this push rod looking thing. I don't know what this is. They give you a nice big toolkit here. So all the tools you need to assemble it come with it. And there's a couple of nuts down here. I'll use their toolkit they gave me to get this thing together here. It consists of a couple wrenches, which could be used for this, but those are a pain, so I use my sockets. and then Allen wrenches, which I will be using them. So these I'll just be using to tighten down the brake and stuff like that. Well, brand new, and I already got a broken piece of plastic. It's broken right there by the bolt, which isn't too big of a deal, but you can see it's not on there very tight from when they sent it out. And I went to go and move it around a little bit to try to adjust it, since you see it has play. And it is slightly crooked. So I was trying to move that around and it cracked. So really not a big deal. Don't need them to send me a spare because it's a crack and it's a mini bike. So yeah, we'll have to tighten down these ones in the back. And one thing I was actually surprised by, the chain came lubed. These two nuts that were in the supply bag right over there, they're for holding the seat on. So you just bolt these on here. All right, so I got the seat bolted down. That one I got nice bolted down. I didn't do it too tight. That bolt, or that nut, I'm really confused about because I've been torquing that thing for legit like the last 5 minutes and it's not moving. So I'm guessing it's spinning the stud. And I didn't even get it torqued down tight. So that was already loose when I put it on there. So as long as it holds, it's fine. But I think it's pretty much done. It might be done actually. I don't think there's anything much to do. One big positive I found about this bike is just look at this. That thing snaps back so nice. Definitely make sure to put some oil in there though. Be a bad idea to start it with no oil. Alright, so I will be topping this off with oil. So it looks like they put oil in there, ran it, and then drained it after they ran it, just to make sure it ran and started. So I'm just gonna put this oil in here. And yeah. Alrighty, so I gave this thing a few soft pulls like this, just to kind of get some gas circulated into the carb and the motor. And I checked the oil level, that's all topped off. This is how much oil I use out of the container. So definitely make sure you fill it up with oil and don't forget before you start it. So, should have all gas in there. I'm gonna take it off the stand quick and get it on the ground. This is me standing next to it, about 5'11", 6 foot with these boots on. So as you can see, it goes up just above my knees, so halfway up my thigh. Sitting on it, I'm down here. So it's pretty low, but I mean, like, your feet are up on here, shouldn't be too bad. Here we go. Kill switch off. Got gas, oil, you good? I need to put the choke on. That's the problem. Right in here. Alright, that might have just turned the fuel on, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, there we go. I think that's on now. First bolt. Gotta whine. This is the Hoverhearts MB001 mini bike that they sent me. Got it out here to be test riding it. As you can see from the front here, this is the light options. It goes pretty bright, and then it even has like an amber mode, flashing amber, and then shut off, which I just blinded myself. But I already warmed this thing up. You got some gas in here, got some oil, and rear disc brake. It's obviously got a carburetor on here. Push it to the right to turn the fuel on, and then push it back into the left to turn the fuel off.
And then to turn the choke on this, there's a little lever in here above the airbox by the carb. You just push it to the right to put it on start, which is for cold starts. And then right after you start it, push it to the left on the run, so it'll run like normal. This is the seat. It's a pretty small seat. Sitting on it feels weird, and I'm kind of tall for it, I feel like. But I haven't really test rode it to know how it feels. It's probably about 40 degrees right now. It's pretty cold. And this thing started, like it started probably like 5th pole. It wasn't that bad. It was about the same as the Coleman B200R would. But yeah, so they claim 30 miles per hour on this. I'm gonna take it out for a test ride right now. I still have the governor in, and then I'll take the governor out and see what the top speed is with and without it. So I guess see how it rides. Oh, I gotta turn the kill switch off first. Don't forget to do that. Ooh. It's a little cold out, doesn't like it. Alright. It's very quiet, so I might have to do an exhaust mod to it eventually. Oh, that feels weird riding a minibike again. Ooh, it's a fog. It died. Okay. Look at that. That's slow. So what I'm doing here is I'm using pliers, and I'm just ripping this and then twisting it out, because it takes one of those safety hex bits, and I only have those for sockets, and that won't really fit in there, so I can just remove it like this. It'll take a minute, but it should make the mini bike a lot faster. Here we go. This is the bit that they use. There's a spring on here, and it just screws in. Safety hacks, I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but yeah, it screws in right in here. So I will put this in my purse eventually. See how much faster it is. Oh, that goes so much farther. Oh, dude, this goes so much faster. It limits it like almost a full throttle turn, like at least halfway. Other than that, I got no complaints. It runs pretty good. There we go. So whatever that is, that's top speed. That was pretty cold. The top speed without the governor is 29 miles per hour. So they are right about the 28 plus. I bet you I could get up to 30, but 30 is probably the max. Now, it just died. That's not good. The real question is, will it wheelie? But you can look, the throttle, it'll go full turn. Watch the throttle here. Pretty quick though. Alright, real question, will it wheelie? Okay, it wheelies. Wheelies, but it's hard to wheelie. Locked at the rear, I just chewed up all the yard. No! Give it the beans! Oh! Oh, that's so weird, no suspension. Yeah, dude, look at that. That thing is clean. One funny thing I noticed, I don't know if I mentioned it earlier, but you see hoverhearts right here, it's backwards in this one, but it's normal on the other ones. You see that he's normal and that one's backwards? I found that pretty funny, but I mean, you only gain about 5 miles per hour by a whole nother freaking throttle. Hold on. Oh my god, wait, this is fun. Wheelie. Yo, I'm gonna test it on that little hill, see if I can hill climb at all. Yeah, wheelie a little bit, but not very fast. Did I just... I think my peg just bent down. Wait. Alright, well, test riding this thing right now. This thing looks awesome. The GoPro just died, so that's very sad. But, little walk around here. Just look at this thing. One thing I notice is when you look at it, alright, looks pretty good. There's damaging on the triple clamps right here. So we got some scratching in the paint from shipping. As you can see that, it's kind of hard to see. The E is backwards, and I'm pretty confident my foot peg just bent. So if you didn't see in the video, I was going down that little hill right there, and I was standing on it. Just standing, going down. I wasn't doing anything like sketchy, and it felt like this whole peg just bent down. It looks pretty fine, but looking at it from over here, it looks bent down, if you can see that. Yeah, I mean, this thing is pretty cool for 400 bucks. I think some of my only complaints about this thing is that foot peg potentially being bent. This was super loose. The seat doesn't really bolt down properly. It spins indefinitely on one of the, like that seat bolt spins indefinitely when you try to tighten it. Other than that, I don't really think I have any other complaints. I mean, I think the only other complaint would just be not being able to make it up that little hill, but it's a mini bike and it's a 99cc, so I don't really expect it to. It runs really good. The chain even came lubed. The brakes are really good. It's got a really bright light on here. Goes pretty quick too for a 99cc 4-stroke mini bike. Overall, this thing is a really good buy for what the price is. They list the price at about, I think, $399 on hoverhearts.com. So if you are interested in looking at one of these or buying one of their mini bikes or something like that, go check out hoverhearts.com. Spelled just like it is on here, not the backwards E though. So hoverhearts.com, go check them out. They got a bunch of mini bikes to look at. They're pretty good priced, and they're pretty quick too. One thing I will say is if you do want to buy one of these mini bikes, use promo code TheMotoGoat, same title as my YouTube channel. If you type in that promo code, you'll get 20 bucks off your order, and I also make $20 off of that order. So make sure if you guys do buy one of these, use promo code TheMotoGoat. I'll pop it up on screen. Some more specs on this thing if you're really looking into buying one of these. So the top speed on this thing with the governor is about 22 miles per hour. But once you take that governor bolt out, which is a safety hex screw, it's weird, so you need a special bit to take that out, or use pliers like I did. But the top speed of it without the governor bolt is 29 miles per hour. And the throttle moves so much more. Before, it moved like that. Now it moves like this. So it doubled your range of motion with the throttle, but it didn't really double the speed. Another cool fact is how they routed the cables through the frame like this. I like that, and how it's all kind of hidden. That's a cool thing that they did from factory. This thing comes with a nice disc rear brake, which is very powerful at stopping. I had no problem stopping with it. It even comes with its own oil that you can put into it. That way you don't have to go out and buy your own oil for the first oil fill. It's got itself a pretty soft seat. For like a smaller person, it'd be really comfortable. Another really positive thing is these tires have a lot of traction. They're really beefy looking tires, if you can't tell just by looking at them. But they get a lot of good grip. They have steering stops up here to keep the handlebars from steering too far. I also kind of like the engine braking that it has. It's pretty nice. Just slow down, you don't have to grab the brake all the time. And from factory, even came with a bar pad. But yeah, so this is a 99cc 4-stroke motor. If you order one of these, there is a ton of color options to choose from. I think they have like a teal, white, green, the glossy red, which is right here, a black, and like a blue. It's so good. They have so many different color options. So go take a look for yourself and see what color option you like, and maybe go out and purchase yourself one of these. This has a pretty good kickstand on here, which is good. But yeah, so I mean, overall, this thing is pretty cool. You can pop wheelies on it. It's a lot of fun, especially for a kid. It would be an amazing Christmas present, especially since Christmas is coming up in about a month or so. It would be an amazing present to get if you're just getting into the sport and riding two wheels. It doesn't have too much power, but it's not too slow to where it's boring. Plus, typically you can mod these mini bikes a lot, so I'm sure you could do a bunch to this thing. I said earlier in the video that you can buy it at hoverhearts.com, which is the key place you want to go and look if you're going to buy one of these. But you can also buy them off of Amazon or Walmart, I think, too. The issue with buying from Amazon or Walmart is that the shipping costs $100. And if you type in the promo code in Amazon or Walmart, I don't think the MotoGoat promo code would work in there. I think it only works on hoverhearts.com. If I had to compare this MB001 to a Coleman B200R, I'd honestly be tied. The governor on this thing is actually removable, while compared to the Colemans, they actually weld them on there so you can't take them off. You'd have to cut them off with a blade. Gotta say, thank you so much, Hoverhearts, for sponsoring the video and sending me this mini bike for free. If you guys go and check the description, I will have the Hoverhearts site linked in the description, along with other information about the bike that I may have forgotten in the video. Again, thank you so much, Hoverhearts. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Leave a like down below in the video if this was helpful or you enjoyed. Now, this is going to be the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave you guys with the sound of this mini bike. Peace.
Gonna break this box open.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna need my. I'm gonna need.